What is up, guys? Jake here with the next Vainglory video, and this one I'm teaming up with one of the friends I met over in California. She plays rough, has a stream on Twitch. If you guys have not checked it out, she streams Clash and Vainglory, so go check her out over there. Same name, She Plays Rough, I believe, is a channel name. So definitely, I might try to put the link in the description. But her and Tricks on Wolf teamed up, just a group here, random group, and playing a little Ringo. And be forewarned, guys, I have not played Ringo basically since I started this game. You know, once they force you into that character and playing a few matches with that. Since then, no Ringo. So the gameplay is not great. I'm not good at last hitting in lane, just so that you guys know that. I'm not good at his abilities, and I really kind of even screwed up some of my buying here. So it's sort of the trifecta of bad gameplay. But try to ignore that and just enjoy. You see I'm going against a Ringo here and just back and forth in the lane a little bit. Trying my best to grab these last hits, but as you'll see, I get some and I miss some. Getting level 2, they are in the fight down here, so I rotate down. Arden just sort of runs through. I just give him a little poke, and he does get away there. So right there, just sort of trading with that Ringo. Probably shouldn't have been. Was right in front of his turret, but not in range of the turret, but just trying to get some of these. The lanes all pushed his direction, so I might as well try to eliminate that and put a little pressure on his turret. He comes down and pokes me. But right here, finally, the lane gets cleared up, push back my way. I come down, excuse me, I come down here, and we sort of just meet up. It's a 2-on-3. I am low health, but obviously they come out in front, and I just sort of stand back, putting the damage on Arden. I'm not even going to try to get out past the back line there. Just staying back. You see the 2 kills go down, and we get a 2 for nothing. Stop by the store, and then try to get back up to the lane, because Ringo is pressing on my turret, or trying to here. Get back up there, clear these minions out pretty quick. And again, I'm screwing up on some last hits here, but She Plays Rough comes up, gives me a little help there. Leaves the pressure from that Ringo, and just back to trying to farm up and get that gold. So right here, missing another one there. I got that one. Missed that one. So again, I told you guys, I'm not great at the last hitting. And then right here in that, just letting, I guess, Ringo, I saw him coming up, and I don't know if it was the right play or not, but just trying to let him hit me a few times to bring him out just a little bit, just out of range of that turret, as you saw there. When you've got a Koshka like that, she can close that distance really, really quick, and then take him out. Now, right here, I probably should have just skipped the tension bow. We're already at almost 4 minutes. And if you can't get a tension bow by 4.5 minutes or so, it's probably not worth it. But I was sort of just in my mind, that's what I was going to do. Didn't really look at the time to see, but sort of bought up right there in that direction. So that's what I sort of stuck with. Came down. I knew they were fighting back here. We were actually on Discord, so I knew they were going to fight down here. So I was trying to come down and help out. I almost got to Ringo there. He was 1 shot away, but it was just me and Kestrel down here, and obviously Kestrel low on power. Really not a lot he could do. I just sort of started him to death. He does get 1 shot off, which does hurt, but get the kill. And I come down here and took one of Koshka's farm minions there, and I told him it was just a Kestrel kill tax. So that's sort of a thing we do at the main vein, is every once in a while mess around and talk about a gank tax or a kill tax. So I had to tax him a little bit. The wave finally comes all the way up to my turret. Again, doing a terrible job of getting last hits here, but getting a few of them. But getting that wave off of my turret. But a lot of gold here for me, so that's good news. Right there, the last few go down. Ringo's hanging out in that bush trying to help out, and Kestrel and Arden come in. So it's all 3 of them here. Finally get that cleared out of the way, and they do fall back a little bit. Ringo's still putting a little pressure on me, but I'm out of power, so really not in a good situation to fight here. But Koshka's there, and she's not out of power. So if he wants to come up with her, he will take her out pretty quickly. But he falls back to his turret. I just grab a few more last hits, and then we rotate down here. Again, the fight is going on. Now, this one does not go our way. As you can see, we come down. I'm low on power is the main problem here. I really can't do anything. No abilities. I'm just auto-attacking, and you see Kestrel back there just sniping away. As soon as Koshka goes down, we are in trouble. Ringo turns it around on us. There's the kill, and then we are done. She Plays Rough goes down as well. I go ahead and grab the tension bow, and I don't know if you guys caught it. I actually, when I was running by the store earlier, for some reason bought a barbed needle instead of the piercing spear. Again, it's been a long time since I've played Ringo, and honestly, don't buy tension bows that often anymore. So just a screw up, and again, that's just part of this trifecta of screwing up that I did this match. Buying the wrong item, had to sell it, lose some gold. But anyways, building now towards the Sorrow Blade. Just want to get that damage up. Again, it was way too late to just have a tension bow, but that's what I've got at this point. It does help out a little bit with chunk damage. You see right there, drop the ultimate onto Ringo, which helps Koshka get that kill, and then Arden sort of stuck right there. No way to get away. Actually, she plays rough, drop the gauntlet. Wasn't needed, but anyways, got it taken care of. And then right here, we're going to try to press this turret a little bit, take out some of these minions. Got a nice big wave coming through. They're down there sort of pressing the action down in the jungle. And so as Ringo comes up, I do try to back off a little bit. But right here, I think Kestrel shows up. Yeah, it was just time to go. Got a few good shots in on the turret. No reason to press it any further. Come down to the jungle and buy up. Grab that heavy steel and another blade there. Just trying to work towards that. Getting some nice damage at this point. Especially when that tension bow goes off. Getting some pretty good damage on him. If I catch him with that. So again, still low on power. Get a few more easy shots onto the turret, and then Ringo shows up, just fall back again. So we're just rinse and repeat here. He clears that wave pretty quick. And then right here, look at this. They come out, try to get me, but luckily She Plays Rough was right there to save me with that nice Vanguard. Had it not been for that, I probably would have been in trouble. Put a little tap there onto Arden just for the fun of it, and then clear those minions out of the way. Really, all it's about here is protecting our turret and getting these last hits, trying to get that gold. And then right here, every time they rotate down, I can clear that wave pretty quick at this point, get up and finally get that turret taken care of. That's pretty big right there. Get the gold, not to mention now they can't really fall back to the safety of that. They have to fight when we engage there. So we're feeling pretty good. Got quite a bit of gold. Drop down here, grab that 6 sins. And I'm looking for some defense here. I go ahead and grab just some fountain. Our life spring working towards a fountain eventually. I believe both of my teammates at this point are already working or have a fountain. So that was really nice as well. So just sustainability, lasting these fights a little bit longer. You know, there's a lot of burst damage coming from Kestrel and from Ringo. They're really protecting that gold mine, and so they're really not giving us a chance to fight for it. I mean, we don't want to fight them. It's candied up. We don't want to take that chance. So just the waves push forward, just sort of hanging out, waiting. Come down and grab some tier 2 boots. Again, just, you know, waiting right here. Finally, Koshka comes in just sort of just to mess with them, and they sort of bite on it. And then right here, look at the damage coming out of Koshka, and I'm putting out some good damage at this point. I probably shouldn't have used my ultimate right there. That's one of the things that I do make mistakes on, but it did work out because they weren't targeting me. But if they're targeting you right there and they use that ultimate, it goes bad. So not a good time to do it. But that's just another thing. It's sort of I do it pretty often with Ringo, and it's just one of those things where I think it's just a reflex, and you haven't played them enough to know to fight that reflex to use your ultimate. So sometimes it screws you up, and it did me a couple times. But got the gold mine taken. I got the ace. And just came down and started pressure on him. But, you know, Ringo right there, he has to back off because I got that Vanguard. But at this point, it's 2-on-3. We don't want this fight, so we just sort of fall back. Waiting for Koshka to show up, which there she is, and she is full health and ready to rock. Just get these minions taken care of. And then from there, we're ready to fight, basically. I wanted to come down and actually buy, I think I bought a infusion right here, if I remember right. Yep, buy the infusion, just get ready. We know another fight's coming, and we can press the action because of that turret being gone, and we have the gold mine, we have the vision. So knew it was probably coming another fight soon, so want to go ahead and grab that. As we come down, just clearing these minions in the lane, and then right here they come flying up. Here they come. Nice Vanguard there from She Plays Rough, keeping me up a little longer, and then as Ringo shows up there, I go down pretty quick. But I did quite a bit of damage before I went down, and so right when Koshka shows up, she just goes to wrecking them. Again, She Plays Rough, just keeping him up with those Vanguards, and then right here, Kestrel trying to return some heavy damage, but does not have enough, and they get it taken down. Arden chasing Koshka, but that's not going to be something he's going to catch. Koshka too quick on her feet. Gets away. I'm saving up for that Sorrow Blade now. I'm just sort of waiting, and I'm looking for just one minion, but gosh, I had just cleared all of the minions out of the jungle. So I had to go down all the way to the fronts, but that's all I needed was a couple of them, grab them, and grab that Sorrow Blade. And I still have a little bit of infusion left, so again, ready to fight. Just looking to get grouped back up and back into the lane and forcing the action here. We got the advantage. We got the lead. We want to press it and make them fight us, so we're just waiting on them to come in. Here they sort of turtle up a little bit, and we probably could have went for the Kraken here nice and early. But we just didn't want to do that. I went ahead and bought that infusion to refresh when this one runs out. So back up into the lane, clear that out of the way, and we're just waiting for them. We really don't know where they're at here because we haven't even seen them. And finally, those a few flares, sees that they're still back there. And again, just taking some of their jungle, sort of starving them out the best we can. And right here, we're talking about possibly going for a Kraken, and then they show up. So right here, start putting the damage down. And again, right here, I think you'll see I dropped the ultimate again. Just a terrible time for an ultimate. But luckily, the Vanguard plus the 2 life fountains actually saved me. But again, that that just instinct to hit that ultimate. I've got to fight that. Koshka goes and pushes the lane, and she plays rough on Arden. Start the Kraken and get it taken care of. Just sort of stutter stepping the best I can, taking him down as quickly as possible. And there it goes. We've got the Kraken. Go ahead and buy that tier 2 shield, working towards that fountain. If we can triple fountain with these guys, definitely would make us last even longer. Just sort of painting back there. We were laughing about that, coming down and taking those backs from him. But we've got the Kraken here. We've got all three of us. We're ready to rock. Still infused up a little bit. And so just letting that Kraken get out in front, start taking all those hits, and then we're going to start putting down the damage on them. Arden wisely staying out in front there, dropping those scout mines, but right here just sort of just tapping him. He can't take that damage from Koshka and I at this point. Even Arden can't. So right there, just being content to let Koshka dive in and just take him down right there. Once he goes down, that's pretty much game. 2-for-1 trade. We come down, we got about a half full Kraken, but these turrets are going to go down very, very quickly. You see that one just melts, and then Kestrel is not able to just stand there with us either. It does put some good damage on me in that turret combined, but once that turret goes down, we've got about a 4th health Kraken. That is the match. Just staying away from Kestrel, trying to dodge those arrows and putting the damage onto the vein. There it goes, and we just kill Kestrel for the fun of it at the end. So nice game. It was fun playing with she plays rough after having seen her since San Francisco. Really cool girl, really cool stream. I did check that out, so go and watch her stream if you haven't. And then obviously it was a joy to play with Tricks on Wolf as well. Very good player. Actually, it was a funny thing. I think he was naked nuts when Chief Pat and I played, so I actually played him before I didn't know it. But there it was, looking at the builds and whatnot. Koshka, normal stuff. Aftershock and a broken myth with a fountain and some defense in there, so normal stuff for her. And on Arden, again, pretty normal, just straight defense, plus was probably going towards a breaking point there at the end, but the game just didn't last that long. On me, probably should have left the pincher bow at home, but I did grab it, some attack speed and a Sorrow Blade, and then just went defense from there. On the other end, pretty much same thing, all defense and a contraption on the Arden. On their Ringo, went with the breaking point and the Sorrow Blade plus some attack speed and defense. Now, I do think breaking point could be good on Ringo, but my personal opinion is when you're playing a Koshka Ringo, probably not the best. You're probably not going to build those stacks up. Now, if you were playing a Cruel, something like that, maybe a Rhyme or something, a Finn out there, to where you could really build those stacks up, would make more sense to me. Probably if I was him, I would have gone like a Sorrow Blade and a Monocle or something like that against two pretty squishy heroes in Koshka and Ringo. On Kestrel, has the Frostburn, and then looks like was probably going for an Eve, just didn't quite make it. All right, guys, that is it. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, Jake, doing my best to help you guys suck less.